So another thing that I know about writing is that it's addictive.
Yes, somebody
So
should have told me. No. To be fair, no. The guy who was helping me with the design and everything, because he has written books too, and that's one of the things he told me, that once you do your first book, ideas for your second, third, and other writings will come. So I thought he was just, maybe trying to be nice to me. But yes, it's actually true.
Yeah. So let's deal with the addiction. What's next?
What's next? So I have 2 ideas forming in my head for now. They will also be memoirs. And one is, I've always desired to write the story of CivSource. Not just for the sake of it, but CivSource as an institution that has contributed to advancing African philanthropy. And because I think this story should not go untold. Just like we're telling stories through these conversations of people, I think the institutions that have also supported African philanthropy, their stories need to be told as well. And I was grappling with, how do I write it? Do I say one day on October 1st we opened our, like how? And so what came to me, and partly because of being on ADOYE, which is the Women in African Philanthropy, was to say part of what we're doing in ADOYE is also seeing the unseen, the invisible giants, as Kumba calls them. And so I thought to myself, this story actually starts with my grandmother, and maybe in fact my great-grandmother, but I didn't meet her, or met her very, very, a very short period of time. But just to trace the fact that my grandmother taught my mother generosity, who taught me generosity, and one of the ways that now this has become expressed is through an organization called CivSource. So I want to trace what I've called 3 generations of generosity, but really as a backdrop of telling about the work of CivSource. So that is one. The other is, in my other life, I've been an activist. Talk about those that are on the streets, contending with police, running away, going to bail people out of prison, visiting human rights defenders, hiding them in our homes, all those things. And I want to tell stories of my activism, also as a contribution to the time and energy and money and effort that I've spent in advancing human rights and justice and women's rights. So those are the 2 that are percolating in my head. Who knows what else will come.